What's going on today, guys? All glory goes to God. And today we're doing another reaction video. However, the reaction video today is about Dutch kickboxing. And if you guys may or may not know, I am half Dutchman. And so, I've been kind of experimenting with a lot of different styles and stuff like that. And I really enjoy, partly just because of my heritage, of the Dutch style kickboxing, but I really enjoy that forward pressure of Dutch style kickboxing. Because I just for whatever reason that kind of appeals to me. Maybe it's because it's in my DNA. Who knows? But anyways, today we're going to be reacting to a little mini documentary about Dutch style kickboxing and how it differs from a lot of the martial arts that it was inspired by and taken from, like Kyokushin karate, Muay Thai, and the earlier forms of Japanese kickboxing. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video.
You've seen the highlight reels,
Oh,
devastating low kicks, the relentless pressure, knockout power that
nice
seems
man
to come
punch.
from nowhere. But what if I told you that the Dutch style isn't about just throwing hard punches and kicks?
It's a thinking man's game.
It's a meticulously
Mickey
engineered
Holtzkin,
balance. This isn't just fighting. This is a scientific
I remember that one championship fight. I remember seeing that knockout, bro. I was like, crazy work.
domination.
All those guys in Holland were a bunch of bad motherfuckers.
For decades, the Dutch have been known for their brutal efficiency
Nice
in the
head
ring.
kick.
Their style is a
Ooh-wee.
dangerous
Ooh,
hybrid
that low
born
kick.
from the ring craft of Western boxing, the bone-shattering kicks of Kyokushin karate, and the devastating elbows and knees of Muay Thai. They took the best from each, stripped away the rest, and created something uniquely aggressive and relentless. It's a system built on constant pressure, high-volume punching, and debilitating low kicks. In this video, we'll dive into the brutal strategies that make this style so deadly. This style wasn't born from a long-standing tradition. It was born from a humbling reality check. In the 1970s, two martial artists, John Plas and Tom Honrich, felt like the fighting styles of the West were incomplete.
I was so disappointed, I started to make my own style.
And their ambition led them to the very heart of combat sports.
Plas traveled to
Not
Japan.
gonna lie, that bridge looks
Own
exactly
And their ambition led
like Okinawa. I wonder if it is. There's a bridge that kind of gaps Naha to a year or so in Okinawa. Interesting.
them to the very heart of combat sports.
Plas traveled to Japan, immersing himself in Kyokushin karate and early Japanese kickboxing. He studied low kicks, powerful
Not even respecting the glove touch. Crazy work.
Kyokushin karate and early Japanese kickboxing.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a little messed up, my boy. But you know what? Hey, protect yourself at all times, because some people are like that. They don't respect the glove touch. In my friend's very first amateur fight, he like barely tapped his gloves and then like an overhand, socked him out in the face. He still won the fight, but oh man, amateurs, bro.
Studied low kicks, powerful combinations, and full contact sparring methods that worked in real fights. And Haring went to Thailand, confronting the brutal realities of Muay Thai.
Get your hands up.
With my five best fighters, and then we get beaten the hell out of us. Everybody was knocked out.
They were outclassed in the clinch and prepared for the brutality of a sport where every part of the body is a weapon. But that loss was a spark. It was a clear sign of what was missing.
Back in Amsterdam, their experiences converged, not under one roof, but through a network of small gyms where fighters shared techniques and sparred freely.
They took the best of every art they had seen. The relentless hands of Western-style boxing, the devastating kicks they learned in Japan and Thailand, and the newfound understanding of the clinch. But they stripped away the tradition, the rituals, and everything they thought was unnecessary. Now, this is the most underrated thing about Dutch.
Yeah, all the Dutch care about is if it works or it doesn't. If it doesn't work, get rid of it.
Kickboxing. They didn't care about the culture of a move. The only thing that mattered was if it worked or not. They experimented with every technique that they saw actually cause damage. And then they used this knowledge to engineer a new breed of fighter. Their ruthless philosophy of what works wasn't just a mindset, it was a blueprint. This blueprint gave birth to three core strategies that define the Dutch style to this day. First, there's the high volume punching combination.
Yeah, I love the way the Dutch kickboxing style throws combos, because it's just relentless pressure. It's no like 1, 2, 3 combos. It's like 4, 5, 6 hit combos, ending with the low kick. I love it. I love it. I really want to go to the Netherlands and train there for a while. There in Thailand, those are the goals.
Nations. Now they don't throw 1 or 2 strike combos. They throw 4, 5, even 6 punch flurries. And it's not about landing the knockout punch. It's about forcing your opponent to constantly cover up, leaving them no time to breathe, let alone counter. Next, the low kick. Now the Dutch low kick is a high volume continuous weapon. Its primary purpose is not just to do maximum damage like the traditional Thai style, but it's used to create openings and disrupt an
Oh,
opponent.
nice. That was sick. Catches the leg kick, gets it out of there, returns the low kick. That was fire. That was fire.
Balance and mobility.
What?
Often used
Nice
as a
spinning heel kick.
punching
Ooh.
combination, making it harder to see and check. And then there's the
I've said this before, but like, it just blows my mind that kickboxing and Muay Thai are not the most popular combat sports in the world. Crazy. Crazy.
relentless pressure. Now this is a mindset. Dutch fighters are
Ooh, nice.
constantly moving
Crazy
forward,
at the
forcing
end,
their
though.
opponents onto their heels. They own the center of the ring, controlling the fight's tempo and never giving their opponent a chance to reset. Now, if you master just one of these principles, you'll see a massive
Kickboxing with front gloves is crazy work. One championship. I did not know they did that back in the day. That's crazy work.
improvement in your own striking. But when they're all combined, you become an unstoppable force.
Now, if you guys are interested in learning these strategies so you can apply them to your own game, we have a full course in our Bang and Pivot community going over all this stuff. So if you guys want, feel free to join. Anyway, back to the vid.
Now, the strategies are the what, but the training is the how. What truly separates the Dutch style
I will say though, the Dutch spar hard. I'm not a fan of how they spar. Because they be fighting. A sparring session is a fight. Not good for the brain. I understand the thought process behind it though, especially because like the whole thought process is like forging in the fire. Like how do you respond when you're just getting pieced up with hard shots? But for longevity, it's not that efficient.
isn't just their philosophy, but the brutal non-stop training they use to create endless offensive cardio. They emphasize high volume pad work.
Okay.
Unlike traditional martial arts that might focus on single powerful strikes, Dutch fighters are drilled to throw 4, 5, or even 6 punch combinations in a single breath. The goal
Okay.
isn't just to practice punches, but to build the muscle memory and cardiovascular endurance required to throw them in a relentless barrage.
Which is good because that mimics a fight, you know?
Next, there's the flow drilling. This is where they put all the pieces together. Fighters go back and forth with their partners, practicing combinations and counters with little to no rest. This training is a simulation of the fight itself, fast-paced, aggressive, and continuous. Now, finally, and probably the most known,
Hard sparring, bro. Ooh-wee.
they spar hard. The Dutch don't
They spar hard.
believe in light
Oh.
contact.
Oh, dude, like look at these shots. This is a sparring session. Good
They
lord.
spar hard. The Dutch don't believe in light contact.
Oh, man, there's this head just getting rocked like that, bro.
Always surprised how hard we spar, you know.
They believe in pressure testing. Sparring sessions are
Oh,
often
dude, even a knee like that in
intense as a
sparring,
real
bro.
fight, forcing fighters to learn how to apply pressure while under fire. This is where they learn to push forward, absorb punishment, and break their opponent's will, just as they're taught to do in the ring. This is how they build the mental and physical toughness required to execute their strategies. But training is only
This is a clip from Mike's gym.
this
in
is how they
Amsterdam.
build the
And I would love to train here. I would love to train at Mike's gym. That's where I would go if I went.
mental and physical toughness required to execute their strategies. But training is only half the
My boy in blue is full stop
forward,
sending it.
absorb punishment, and break their opponent's will, just as they're taught to do in the ring. This is how they build the mental and physical toughness required to execute their strategies. But
See, I completely understand the thought process. The mental and physical toughness is required, especially like in a high paced, environment like a fight. Because you have to know how your body responds and then train that so it becomes regular, so it's not anything new or surprising in a fight. But again, the longevity of this training style is just not there. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't want to be slurring your speech at age like 50 and drooling. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy work though. like I said, I completely understand the thought process, but oh man.
Training is only half the story. The true mastery of the Dutch style lies in its execution. The legends who pioneered this system didn't just understand the strategies, they perfected a handful of techniques to carry them out.
Ooh.
Now, first, there's the high guard. This isn't just about defense.
I'm also a big fan of the Dutch high guard. High and tight. Saying just come forward. Come forward.
It can also be used offensively. Dutch fighters use this guard to absorb incoming fire, allowing them to walk down opponents, cut off the ring, and never give up ground. It's used to turn defense into relentless forward momentum. Next, the lead hook. While many styles rely on straight punches, the Dutch developed a devastating lead hook that could turn an opponent's lights out in an instant.
Oh yeah, I love that lead hook. I love my lead hook as well. Jeez.
Not only is it dangerous to the head, but it can also shut you down when it's delivered to the body. It's a key part of the volume-based assault, often setting up the kick that follows.
Oh, a
and
double
yes, the low
knockdown.
kick. While it's a part of the strategy, it's also a perfected technique. These fighters didn't just throw them, they never stopped throwing them. They saw the legs as a
that's a
target
hard
just
low
as
kick.
important as the head. And there's one more technique I can't leave out, and it's the knee to the head. Scissor knee, flying knee, or jumping knee, whatever you want to call it, but these fighters do this all the time. The volume punches make most defenders shell up, and then they use this knee to split the guard right down the middle.
While other legends perfected individual techniques, no one combined them all with such ferocity as Raymond the Diamond Dekker.
Raymond Dekkers, the famous Dutchman.
He was the perfect example of what it meant to have that Dutch style. He had the punching speed of a boxer, the low kicks of a Kyokushin karate master.
Yo, Raymond Dekkers, one of the goats. Bro, one of the goats. He was piecing up Thai people like no other back in the day. Crazy work.
And the unbreakable will of a champion forged in the fire of Bangkok stadiums. And he didn't just apply these strategies and techniques, he perfected them. You can see it in every fight, the way he would throw 5 punches just to get his opponent to shell up, then deliver a devastating low kick. He moved at angles, cutting off the ring, and never allowed his opponents a moment of peace. His iconic fights in Thailand cemented his legend, showing the world that even the toughest Thai fighters could be broken by this relentless style. But
Oh yeah, like back in the day when Raymond Dekkers was fighting, bro, could not be stopped. Could not be stopped. Crazy work. His fights were so entertaining to watch. Crazy work. Stuff to learn that you can learn from even to this day.
the Dutch style looks unstoppable until it gets stopped. Because when you keep moving forward with long, heavy combinations, you leave openings. And that means sharp counterfighters could punish them right in the middle of their attacks.
Also very true. Very true.
And once the fight moved into the clinch, the Dutch were at a clear disadvantage. Unlike the Thais, they didn't have the same close range control, so knees, sweeps, and tie-ups could completely shut down their game. And on top of that, the very rhythm that made them so aggressive could also make them predictable. Smart opponents learned to time that rhythm with teeps and elbows. But the influence of Dutch kickboxing is global now. It's a foundation for modern striking.
See, that's why I feel like the perfect combination would be Dutch style with Muay Thai. You know what I'm saying? Really forward, kind of relentless forward pressure, but also using that pressure to gain the clinch, get elbows and knees. Or if you wanted to get your range, teep in as well, you know what I'm saying? Because Dutch style takes the best of a whole bunch of other stuff, but if you took the best from Muay Thai and Dutch style kickboxing, brother, you'd be a crazy striker, dude.
The principles of relentless pressure, high volume combinations, and punishing low kicks are now staples of the sport. Every time you see a fighter throw a combination that ends with a low kick, you're seeing the legacy of Raymond Dekkers and the ruthless Dutch style. So Dutch kickboxing isn't just about throwing harder, it's a strategic masterpiece of pressure, volume combinations, and the relentless low kicks. It's a style built not just to win, but to dominate. If you guys are interested in learning the Dutch style, we do have a full course inside the Bang and Pivot community.
Well, that was a dope video. I actually had a lot of fun reacting to that. Interesting. Because I think it's so cool just learning, you know, the different styles and techniques and, you know, the etiquettes of martial arts from around the world. You know what I'm saying? I find that very fascinating. Well, let me know, guys, if you guys want to do kind of more reaction videos like this, where we kind of break down different areas of, like, you know, striking arts from different parts of the world. Because I actually really enjoyed this a lot. I thought it was informative and also super cool. You know, because there's Japanese kickboxing style, Dutch kickboxing style, Muay Thai, and even in boxing. You know, in boxing there's the American boxing, Russian, Mexican, Cuban. You know what I'm saying? Every country has like their fighting style, you know? So I think that's really cool. I like kind of seeing the cultural significance behind all the different, you know, like striking arts and all that other stuff, just martial arts in general. Yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to, you know, react to more stuff like this in the future. And please do not hit to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification. It is totally free for you guys, and it really helps me out. And, you know, helps my algorithm, and it is totally free for you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out, and God bless.